Hello YouTube, it's Pilot Stud and welcome back to another video. Now today I'll be looking at Flight Simulator X. And if you've spent any time looking at flight simulators, you would have heard of FSX. However, this simulator is over 10 years old, so it's definitely showing its time. So today guys, I'll be telling you and allowing you to formulate your own opinion on whether you should invest in Flight Simulator X in 2020. Let's get right into it. So before we begin guys, be sure to hit the subscribe button so in the future you do not miss out on any more of my videos. Now today I'll be reviewing FSX on many aspects, from quality of the scenery to quality of the aircraft, to day and night effects and weather. To start off, I will be reviewing what I think is most important, the quality of the scenery. Now FSX has global scenery, which means most airports around the world are on this simulator. However, as the simulator is quite old, it is quite outdated. This means some require payware or freeware scenery, like here at London Heathrow. This is payware scenery and it adds Terminal 5, but here at Princess Juliana Airport in the Caribbean is default scenery, and as you can see it looks rather nice. Also, if we move over to JFK in New York, the default scenery is rather good as well. I'd like to say I did buy the HD Airport add-on and that adds a nice effect to all airports in the simulator. Word of warning however, only major airports have 3D unique buildings. Most smaller airports are absolutely terrible. So let's move over to aircraft quality and aircraft variety, of course fundamental parts of a flight simulator. We are in the aircraft select menu, and as you can see there's a variety of 3D cockpit aircraft, from Boeing to Airbus, fighter jet to turboprop. All aircraft are good, however if you want an excellent aircraft, I recommend you get some freeware or payware, like I did with the A350 and Concorde. Now let's see how 3D cockpits are. So here we are in a Piper Cub flying over the city of London, and as you can see, 3D cockpits are okay. All aircraft have 3D cockpits, however, not all buttons work, so if you want a fully functioning aircraft, I recommend you use X-Plane 11 or buy some payware aircraft. Now as you can see, I'm flying over the city of London, and I've done this so we can look at day and night effects. Here we are in the city of London in a default aircraft, and as you can see it's evening time, and in my eyes it looks absolutely beautiful. The clouds are perfect. However, I would like to say that I downloaded and installed the free sun mod. I'll put a link in it in the description. And if we turn to the left, you can see the sun flare. It looks really beautiful, and I really like evening. I think it's held well for its time, and it looks amazing. However, at night, it looks horrible, and as you can see on the ground, the scenery looks repetitive. Personally, I think this is the worst time to fly an FSX, as it just doesn't look very good. So now let's take a look at the weather. First, I'll flip over to daytime, so we can take a look at the clouds. Here we are, and as you can see, the clouds look really good. I would like to say that I downloaded a free texture mod to sort out some of the clouds. However, in the default version, they look absolutely fine. I'll also put a link in the description for this one. Where FSX really falls short with modern simulators is the rain effects. They look horrible. Here we are. So as you can see, they don't look realistic at all. There's no raindrops on any of the glass, and no lighting effects to suit the weather. Personally, I think this is the worst part of the simulator, and it really shows how outdated it is. However, there is some add-ons you can buy, but to be honest, if you want good rain effects, buy a new simulator, like X-Plane 11. Now let's look at one of my favourite features of this simulator, the AI aircraft. So one of my favourite parts of the simulator is the AI air traffic. Here we can see a Learjet arriving towards Southend Airport. However, if you want real world airlines, well, there aren't many options, and the options that are very outdated. So if you want up-to-date real world air traffic, you may need to invest in another flight simulator. Another great feature of FSX is its ATC. It can appear quite repetitive, however, it works really well. And finally, multiplayer. FSX has a really good multiplayer service with many servers available. Now, let's move on to my final verdict. In my opinion, FSX is still one of my favourite flight simulators. It's so customisable and there's so many mods out there to improve your experience. But with Flight Simulator 2020 coming along, it looks like it's so outdated that people will just have to upgrade. Saying that, it does run on low-end computers. This means it's accessible to all. However, it does have some quite outdated and poor scenery and weather effects. Therefore, if you're a die-hard flight simmer, I don't recommend it. Buy something else. That's all from me today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you stay safe. Be sure to subscribe. I've been Pilot Stud, and bye-bye.